Happy holidays, guys. It's time for our annual holiday show, and that means that we answer your questions, and we have quite the list here, so let's get right to it.
Sweet.
All right, number one, what is the worst car you drove in 2015? Well, that's easy. I rented a Venza in Chicago that smelled like it had a vaping/smoking party in it. It was some like off-brand rent-a-car company. A guy in a back alley gave me the keys to this thing. It was a terrible car. Terrible.
Okay, what I think the viewer wanted to really know is what new car from a manufacturer have we driven that we've been disappointed with? And I got to be honest with you, recently we haven't had that many disappointments because car manufacturing has gotten so good. In fact, what were you talking about the last car that you really just...
Yeah, the Chevy Aveo, that was a true crap car, but that was about 3-4 years ago now.
Yeah, first generation Nissan Versa I was very displeased with.
How about for me, probably the Moskvich Kombi.
Which one of you guys have driven a Moskvich Kombi?
There we go. International flair for you people. Let's go to the next question. Andre, what is... Okay, next question.
Which one of these has best performance car bang for the buck? Now, I'm just reading it the way you guys wrote it.
Okay.
Chevy, Ford, or Dodge? Nathan.
Well, I'm going to say Ford, and that's because you can go all the way down to the Fiesta, right? And that has a performance version. Then you can do the Focus, and that has a, you know what I mean? You can just go up from there. And like the Fiesta ST is such a bargain, and the Focus ST is such a bargain. And then the Mustang you can get with the entry level, it's a pretty good car.
I think if you go the other way, that car is the most bang for your buck, right?
Well,
so Dodge,
it's
707 horsepower, yeah.
And I might say Chevy actually, because you know you have the Camaro with the V6,
which is really quick, yeah.
And the Corvette, yes, it's up there in price, but it's actually a good value overall.
But what's on the bottom? I mean, you could argue the Sonic
RS, but it's not quite at the level that the Ford ST is at.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
So. All right, how does one start their own channel reviewing brand new cars? Sleep with Nathan.
You heard it here first, folks. Honestly, what you need to do is you have to have some form of training. Roman and I have journalistic training. We actually went to school for this. Andre's Russian. It's all you need, really, is a good Russian.
I was taught by the streets.
Yeah,
so two journalists and a Russian.
That's it. That's all you need. You really it's you know research. You've got to work. You got to go to school. You have to actually love what you do, and more importantly, you have to be prepared to fight uphill.
Yeah, first of all, I think there's a problem with this question. It's brand new cars. Everybody wants to drive brand new cars, and so they look at this as a means to an end, right?
Yeah.
They don't look at it as, I want to review cars. I want to review cars, but I want to drive new cars, so how do I get to drive new cars? You know, don't start at new cars, guys. It's impossible. You can call a manufacturer.
Review your own car.
Yeah, review your own car.
Yeah.
You know, pick a friend's car to review, do how-to videos, do whatever you love to do, but don't do new cars. There's too many people doing new cars. It's too competitive.
It is pretty competitive.
Yeah. All right, number 4, why no Porsche reviews?
That's a really good question, and Roman has the answer.
Well, the real answer to that is Porsche doesn't have a lot of cars in their press fleet here.
And they're not sending it to Colorado.
Because they're performance cars and they give us a lot of their crossovers. So I think we've only had, how many Porsches have we actually had? Like 4, Nathan?
Over the years. Over the past 5 years, we've had 4 Porsches.
Yeah, the coolest one came in, you had the Cayman?
I had the Cayman R.
Yeah, right. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We had a Panamera.
Yeah.
We had
that was a GTS.
We had a Cayenne GTS.
Yes.
And we had 911 once, I think. That was it. That it got a flat tire twice. Okay.
Yeah, that was the yellow one, right?
Yeah.
But I never drove one. I never drove a Porsche.
Yeah, you drove that one.
Okay, but that's the point.
Well, wait. We have something to say about that one.
Yeah. Because of that, we're basically writing a love letter to all your Porsche files, is that a word? Porsche files out there with our brand new series called Project Porsche. It's all about Porsche's history, performance, fixing them up, how-tos. You know what? Let me just show you a preview of what's coming next year on Project Porsche, and that show will air every other Saturday next year.
So this engine here,
This is the engine that's in our 996.
it's exactly the same style of engine. In fact, it's out of a 99, another customer car, and he was driving down the highway and the intermediate shaft bearing let go. And if you get real close down here, you can actually see when the engine stopped turning, it gave way. It cracked the case right in half.
So is this engine toast?
This engine is likely toast. We'll see if we can save the induction system, maybe some alternators, but I think for the most part we're going to start over.
All right, let's switch to the next one. Which cars you wanted to drive but did not get a chance to?
Ooh.
You want to start?
Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche. I think for me it was the Lamborghini Huracan, the new Lamborghini. I wanted to meet Valentina Balboni. Valentina, please call me. And, just take the Huracan through the mountains.
I think it's, for me, the Focus RS. Other people have driven it, and I've been absolutely jealous. I think it's, technically speaking, one of the most remarkable cars on the market in the United States. Got to drive it, want to drive it.
I'm going to say the GT350. We got invited to the program, but it was in California, so we didn't have it. It was a conflict. We didn't have a chance to go. At some point, I hope we'll get that car.
The Shelby Mustang, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. All right, this is a double question. What technology impressed you the most in 2015, and what technology would you like to see in vehicles of the future? Nathan, why don't you start with
Okay, well, I think CVTs have really improved the technology, and it really goes to show in vehicles like the Nissan Murano and also the Nissan Maxima. And then future technology for me is not only full shiatsu massage in the car, but I want to go a step further. I want incense and I want candles, and am I going too far with
Yes,
this?
you're
That's
going too far.
Mercedes. I think you're speaking about Mercedes.
Because I was going to have hands come out that automatically start working on you too and kneading your... No.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to say, cars are autonomous right now. The
getting
manufacturers
there,
have
yes.
the technology to make a car autonomous. It's just that the public isn't ready for it yet. But it would be great to have a car that would take you home at the flick of a switch, right? But at the same time, there's a switch there that you can turn off. And my fear is that that switch will be gone when the federal government gets involved in this whole autonomous car thing. And at some point, some politician will figure out that autonomous cars are safer, they're more fuel efficient, and we'll be stuck with some kind of a ranch in Montana where you can rent a Ford Mustang for a few hours a day to go
So
driving.
we all moved to Montana.
Next
But-
question.
No, but can I say something about
yeah.
the Honda Civic? What impressed me the most was the brand new 2016 model had lane keep assist,
Yeah.
adaptive cruise, all the high-end features for $27,000. So it was an affordable price, and you got all the technology right there.
And
Yeah.
that's how it is with a lot of cars. The technology gets progressively cheaper and you put it in more vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, will you guys shoot at 60 frames per second? Yeah, we're going to
Yes,
try
we
video
will.
at 60 frames per second. We'll let you know, see if you like it. Give us feedback. Easy peasy.
So one thing that we like to do is actually keep up with modern things and try new things.
Yeah, we tried that 360. I think it didn't work, but
We need better light. Yeah.
We'll need better camera. We'll try that as well. All right, which auto shows will you attend, and do you have a meet and greet at the auto show? Please.
Okay, so the meet and greet we've tried before, and we want to meet you guys, believe me. The hardest part is that in order to do these auto shows, we actually have to be there and shoot during that time. The entire time we're at a show, we're editing, we're shooting, we're getting a script together, we're getting information, so we don't really have time to go out and meet people.
And plus, we're there at the press days.
We're
Which
only
is
there at the
before
press
the
days,
public goes.
which is before the public goes, and then right when the press day's over, we're on a plane back to Boulder or to another event. So unfortunately, it's been difficult, but we are going to try in the future to meet you guys, I promise.
But we will attend Detroit, which is coming
Detroit,
out.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago,
And New York.
New York.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure. All right, let's keep going. Which car truck nameplate has made the biggest improvement since conception in the U.S. market? Nathan, what's the most improved car or truck brand?
I
Would
would say Toyota. Toyota has just gone like ballistic. They've done a lot of things the right way, and yeah, I think since their inception, they've done very well.
Yeah, they're the biggest car manufacturer in the world.
Yeah,
I can
it's
argue
a
that.
pretty easy answer for me. So now you guys.
I would say Hyundai and Kia. I think when they first entered the United States, they were kind of economy cars, just starting out. And now there's the Genesis brand for Hyundai. They're building luxury cars, and Kia has improved so much. I think it's about
I
Kia.
can see that.
And on the truck side, I'm going to go with Ford because Ford is really pushing the technology now. They're talking about not only aluminum, right, which they've already done, not only turbos, which they've already done, but now they're talking about hybrid pickup trucks.
Hybrid diesel trucks,
Yeah.
and then all kinds of technologies, autonomous technologies.
Yeah, so those guys are really on the truck front pushing the bounds. All right, let's keep going. Do you see a luxury sports cars and trucks switching to CVTs? Will CVTs take over everything? If you're at Nissan, yes.
Yeah, Nissan, yes. Other brands are using some of them, but there's also a lot of brands that are starting to use multi-speed transmissions, like 9-speed automatic transmissions, and
Hell yeah.
there'll soon be a 10-speed. The bottom line is, no, I don't think that they'll all switch to that. I think that for high-end performance vehicles, they're going to stick with a manual transmission or a dual clutch or something like that.
And I think for a truck, I don't know if CVTs are quite at the level to carry those big loads.
Yeah.
I mean, it may happen in the future, but I don't see it in
A lot of torque that's going to be
close time.
required for those little rubber bands to.
You know, quite honestly, this breaks down by nationality, right? The Japanese car makers are going all in a lot of ways with the CVT because they want fuel-efficient cars. So,
Yeah.
And they work.
yeah, so Nissan's pretty much all in. Honda has just
Subaru.
and Toyota's kind of playing with it, but you don't see that with the Germans. The Germans do not like CVTs,
Right.
and the Americans not so much either. All right, let's keep going. You drove a Tatra to the U.S. We did.
Yes.
Will drive a classic American car to Prague. I think they mean, will you drive?
Will you drive? Okay.
All right.
We want to.
Yeah, and that's the car we want to drive to Prague, right there.
It's brand new.
It's brand new. That is our next, and I think my personal favorite series coming up next year, which is Hellcat Versus. And the idea is we've purchased this Hellcat for next year. We're going to do a series of videos around it where we're going to stack the Hellcat up against different cars, like hopefully the GT350,
Absolutely.
the new Camaro, and my dream, if we can get sponsorship, is Hellcat versus Autobahn.
And versus Prague.
No, versus Autobahn. There's
Okay.
no Autobahn in Prague. But I'd want to take it on the Autobahn.
But we should swing by Prague.
Well,
So-
we
Yeah,
might
let's
do
do
that.
Prague.
Yeah, well, that's just someplace with it. But that, yeah, guys, it's incredible what we have planned for the future because we don't like standing still. We try new things, so keep that in mind.
And let's give them a little preview of Hellcat versus. Ian, can you roll that? And it goes beyond just 707 horsepower because there's this kind of sense of all that history in the Challenger brand, right? But we're here at a truck stop, and the reason we're here is because I'm wondering how this Hellcat will do versus MPG, and that is coming up right now on the Fast Lane Car. All right, next question. Are you guys planning to do a car or truck accessory reviews on TFL channel? I think it would be great to have some alternative vehicles keeping, oh, this is just terrible grammar, information to the TFL audience.
Okay.
Okay.
How are we going to do a review channel of accessories? What's the answer?
Yeah, as long as we have somebody who wants to pay us to do it.
Sponsor us.
Yes.
Yes, we need, this is all grand and we'd love to do this, but we can't pay the rent with accessories. So if there's somebody out there who is in the massive aftermarket automotive parts world and wants to sponsor us, we're open to anything.
And we've done that before with Project Raptor.
Yeah.
You know, we can do it, but we need sponsorship.
All right, last question, boys. And this is actually a really good question. I think it's a great way to end the show. What other car review channels do you guys watch and enjoy watching? I know you may not want to plug your competition, but even you guys maybe have some YouTube channels you watch. Nathan, let's start with you.
Well, first of all, you know, all three of us love UK Top Gear.
Hell yeah.
And I'm a big Fifth Gear fan as well.
Me too.
And Tom Ford, who you met in Alaska, he's one of my favorite reviewers. Look, we watch the competition. Of course we do. We have to in order to stay on top. But yeah, I mean, Alex on Autos. He's not only a friend, but we liked watching him. And yeah, there's a few others, and every once in a while, some of the amateurs who get out there and try something new, we watch them as well.
So I think we all watch Mighty Car Mods.
Oh yeah, those guys are awesome. We love them.
I watch, personally, I really enjoy Saab Kyle, Dude in Blue, Engineering Explained.
Chris Fix, I think, is another good one.
Chris Fix. I got the chance to talk to him. He's doing great work. These are some of kind of the really popular YouTube channels. Some of the less popular ones, ironically, I also watch. Edmunds, not as many subscribers. KBB, not as many subscribers.
But they're big names,
you
know, coming online to YouTube.
Yeah, I think Jalopnik is doing some interesting stuff with their videos. It's kind of hit or miss.
And of course, Drive as well. You know.
Well, they kind of went subscription only.
Yeah, that's right. They did.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. We watch quite a few, and we're not afraid so much as giving anybody a plug, saying, "Hey, only watch that channel." We're letting you guys know that yes, we do watch those guys.
Yeah. I mean, there is. Look, if I were an executive, if you're listening at one of the cable channels, stop making those stupid, I call them this old car shows, right? Where you go to Texas and you take an old car and you fix it up and then you auction it and that's the whole damn show, right? There's like 1,500 of those shows. I am so bored of those shows, right? And there's so much creativity and excitement happening on YouTube, I think right here, but all over the place, right? So why do you keep giving me this old car shows? Give me something new and creative and interesting and not just, you know know why? Because it's cheap.
Yeah, it's
you buy a
cheap
cheap, crappy car, you fix it up, and you sell it.
Yeah, and a little bit of reality TV thrown in there.
Yeah.
Mike doesn't agree with me on how the color should be. I don't like him anyway. Let's fire him.
Exactly. Fake. I'm so tired of fake drama. I'm tired of seeing mean people do stupid, mean things.
Yeah.
You know, give me. You know, I'm a real car guy. I love cars. You don't have to dress it up with with bullshit. You can just show me cars, and I will watch them all day long. Hell, I'll even watch like Barrett. I'll sit there and watch Barrett Jackson for 8 hours, even though I don't care about most of those cars, right? Because I love cars, and yet all I get is like, oh, here's another muscle car that we gotta fix up.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys like what we're doing. You know, we're trying to stay on top of it and bring you original stuff.
And keep the questions coming, because even though we read these right here, we'll also answer your questions if you put them below. But bear in mind, a lot of you ask, why don't we respond to questions a year after a review? Because frankly, we do so many reviews, we can only do so much.
Well, there's one last thing we have to do, boys, and that is give the T-shirt away.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So which question was it?
You know,
I think it came from Russ.
Yeah, Russ, congratulations, you've won this. Keep talking, boys.
Okay, so
Russ, I want you to know that this was modeled only on really exceptionally good-looking people and not us. We haven't played with it, nor we used it for a handkerchief. It is a high-end T-shirt from TFL Car.
Yes, you have won this very T-shirt, and I will email you, send me your address, Russ, and congratulations, and thank you all for sending in questions, and thank you all for watching TFL Car and TFL Truck, because without you, we wouldn't be here, right?
We wouldn't be here at all. We'd be in some shack. Hey, have a great new year, and guys, next year it's going to get only better.
and thanks for the questions, and we'll see you soon.
Ciao. Breaker, this is Iron Dumpling calling Wet Whiskers. Wet Whiskers, do you have your ears on?
Maybe it will help if you actually turn it on.
Yeah, I think it would help, wouldn't it? Hey guys, welcome to TFL Trucks I Hope annual list of top 5 holiday gifts for that special trucker or truck gal in your life.
Absolutely.
And with me as always is Andre, and today we're going to do a list of the top 5 perfect gifts, and we're going to do it counting from 5 to 1. And if you guys like these gifts, here's an important bit to remember. We've got this list on our website, tfltruck.com, so you can go to the website. You can actually click on the links if you want to purchase these.